Disney World is actually, truly, totally, we're not making this up, empty. Yeah, we've talked before, folks, and we've told you what empty means. This time, like, we mean empty, okay? The wait time gauges on websites that cover Disney, it's at 0. It's at 0. And yet Disney, Bob Iger, Josh D'Amaro, planning to raise prices, even as crowds have vanished. Families nowhere to be found. Today, we'll tell you what's going to happen to Magic Kingdom if the prices go up in about a week or less. Hello, folks, and welcome back. It is a wonderful day. Every day you decide to spend time with us, it is so greatly appreciated. An attitude of gratitude. And today we're talking about, yes, Disney World's empty. Yes, we've covered that before. It's even more empty now. But folks, what's going to happen if Disney raises prices on Disney World and Disneyland? And we think, based on what Disney Tourist Blog is saying, that change is on the very near horizon. Let's dive in. Click the like button. Tell us, will you go if they show higher costs for tickets? Folks, it's a story you need to know. All right, ladies and gentlemen, take a look at this. It's out of Disney Tourist Blog by the great Tom Bricker. It says, act fast to beat price increases at Disney World and Disneyland for 2025 and 2026. Walt Disney World and Disneyland raised certain prices throughout the year, but major increases on park tickets, food, parking, annual passes, upcharges, and more all usually occur simultaneously at the start of the fiscal year. This covers dates of past price increases and when we're expecting this to happen in fall of 2025. Now, Jonas, I'm just looking right now on the calendar. I believe it is, Jonas, it does appear to be fall right now.
Yeah, that is usually when it happens.
Huh. All right, well, let's see here. Disneyland's last major price increase occurred on October 9th, 2024. Okay, yeah. This whole article tells us why they expect prices to go up. Before that, Disneyland increased prices on October 11th, 2022. Last year, Walt Disney World raised prices on October 23rd. Okay. Before that, October 9th. Okay, so you get the idea. October is when they raise the prices at the Disney parks, and this goes into great detail about this. All right, so here's what I'm going to say. You know, Disney can try to raise prices, and it's saying that probably there's going to be an increase on October 8th. So we're within a week, according to Disney Tourist Blog, of likely seeing a big time increase in prices for Disney World and Disneyland. It's already very expensive to go to Disney World and Disneyland. We're talking about an excess easily of $100 per day per person, and with all of the extra tag-ons of Lightning Lane and Lightning Lane Premier and all of that, you're looking at going and spending $200 a day per person. And you start breaking that down and saying, okay, well, how much per hour am I getting, or how much per ride am I getting? Their attendance has, and we've shown this. We did a video recently, guys, and I'll pull this up. I wasn't planning to do this one, but we'll pull this up. We did a video recently where we were talking about just how empty Disney World is. And look at this. At the time of recording, it's 2:30 p.m. This is Magic Kingdom. Okay? Now, we're not making this up. There's people out there who say, well, you guys make this up. It's 15 minutes to get on Tiana's Bayou Adventure, and it's 5 minutes to get on Space Mountain.
40 for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. How often do you see that under an hour?
Yikes. Yeah, I bet that's less than 40 in the actual getting through that line. I bet that's a lot less than 40.
So,
well, I mean, look, when you see a line timer on any line at Disney, whether it be on the app or in person, that's already like exaggerated. Like they're exaggerating by at least 20%.
As of this recording culture, the meter is at 0. The weight factor meter, the weightometer, is at 0. And let me make this even more clear for those of you out there. We have been telling you the truth about how empty Disney World is.
Yeah.
Currently, the average wait time ranks 2,238 out of 2,321 days in the past. Now, there are 365 days in a year, so that's about a decade. Okay? A little less, but here's the deal. You know which days out of the last 2,321 are less than this one? The days it was closed.
Yeah.
because of COVID and because of hurricanes.
Yeah.
The weight factor of 0. And they're going to raise prices? What are they thinking? Look at this. Hold on a second, everybody. Animal Kingdom has 6 rides.
Yep.
If the parking lot has 4 rows filled, there will be a line.
And one of them's going away in February. Dinosaur is leaving.
That's right. Countdown to extinction.
And there's a refurb and there's a shutdown because they shut down the River Rapids thing coming up in the winter.
They usually do in the winter, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can get on Avatar Flight of Passage in 10 minutes, which means it takes 10 minutes to walk there, or you can pay for literally nothing, $17 if you'd like to pay right now to get on Avatar Flight of Passage and have the exact same experience of walking the exact same distance to get on the ride.
Pro, I've got something for you here. Right now at 2:41 Eastern at Epic Universe, Curse of the Werewolf 75 minutes.
Wow.
Dragon Racers Rally 55.
Wow.
Harry Potter and the Battle of the Ministry 90. Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge 60. Minecart Madness 150 minutes.
And I would say that for Ministry, that's actually a pretty low wait time.
That's a very low wait time. Yeah.
Even Yoshi's Adventure 45 minutes.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Very quickly, I think we're being unfair to Disney, Pro.
How are we being unfair?
We keep leaving out one ride you can count on that you only pay like a small amount of money just to get on.
Test track is down and Soarin' is 10 minutes.
Yeah, but if you need to park in the parks, you pay the parking fee and then you get to ride the parking tram. That's a ride.
The tram. Oh,
yeah,
ride the tram.
It does go faster than almost any ride that you'll go on that day.
and not only that, it gives you a grand circle tour of asphalt. It's amazing.
So let's talk about this, guys. I didn't know the wait time, the meter could go to 0. I legitimately did not know that was a possible number. So I thought 1 was as low as it could go. And we talked about that in a video like yesterday. And now it's at 0. And now it's literally every attraction minus like Smuggler's Run is a walk-on. We can definitively say there's nowhere lower it can go. We have reached the lowest possible measurement there is, okay? You all can complain, you all can say, and I'm not saying you all, I know you would never do this, but some out there can say, Pro, it's not empty. It's 0. That's it.
Right. I had family there this last week, and I had other people that I know that were there this last week, and definitively I know that the parks were largely empty. Mm-hmm. And again, I think Pro did a great definition of this the other day, breaking down the fact that it doesn't mean there's nobody there. There are people there, but there's nobody to get in your way there.
Right.
And
the only place where you're going to have people in your way will probably be Epcot because of food and wine, and that's typically they'll be on the weekend.
Yeah. The locals come out especially on the weekend for the events, right? But that's about it. And again, I have been to Disney in all different phases of its existence, whether it be Disney World, Disneyland, whatever. And look, the only time I've ever seen it where I would say it was somewhat comparable was immediately after we had 2 planes crash into 2 buildings.
Yep.
Nobody wanted to go anywhere, and we similarly locked down the planes for like a month. So it's an eerie similarity when you take a look at what's happening at Disney, and then you realize it's all self-created, all self-realized, because Disney has stepped on its own foot and tripped on its own shoelace every time they had a chance to change, every time they had a chance to advance. It's ridiculous at this point.
So let's talk about the story then here. The big news is Tom Bricker at Disney Tourist Blog says expect the prices to go up this month, this week.
Of course. Yeah.
Jonas, what happens if a park that is already hitting 0 out of 10 in attendance, what happens if they raise prices again?
I was just listening to Josh tomorrow. He says turbocharging. That's what happens. Nothing. So the reduction in guests, there'll be some kind of notation about how the per capitas went up or something ridiculous like that. Disney right now is going for the guests who are price inelastic. Wait, yeah, that's the term I want to use here, I think. They're going for the people who are planning their vacations regardless of what's actually going on. The people who are thinking about when they want to go to the parks, as opposed to trying to strategize about when the best time to go to the parks is, or the kind of people that they are going to do a VIP tour, or they're going to buy all the fancy meals or whatever inside the parks.
Could this affect touring plans as revenue? If nobody's going, nobody cares how long they wait, or if there's no wait,
Right.
It affects everybody in the ecosystem of Disney. It affects the travel agents. It affects the websites that pixie dust for Disney, who have deals with travel agencies. Everybody gets affected by this.
What I would like to see is, as long as we're talking about touring plans, go check out what Universal is up to and start tracking Universal, because Universal is on the rise.
And
we'll be talking about that a lot more on That Park Place in the coming days.
And that's where I was going, actually, Jonas, is the fact that, a lot of the people jump ship. A lot of the quote unquote influencers or Disney lifestylers, or, the excessively Disney favorable, the pixie dusters, they've actually started to jump ship and head over and do Universal as their primary park, their place that they're pumping. I mean, first of all, kudos to Universal for rounding that corner and, now being the favored destination. But I foresee Disney not realizing the long-term harm that they're doing now.
The second they put annual passes for Epic Universe on sale, it's over.
Yeah,
I agree with you.
They're going to sap away the locals from Disney.
Yeah, they need to build a lot more rides at Epic, though.
Well, yeah, there's going to be a flood.
They're doing it now. What do you mean? They need to.
I'm just telling you, when you have this kind of demand, and Disney has dropped the ball so hard. Well, build.
But in the redevelopment, okay, let's be honest. Redevelopment at Universal is the opportunity of a lifetime right now for them, because they let's say they take out the Simpsons ride. So what? Because the Simpsons is a Disney thing, and Disney's going to be pushing on this
about it in 20 years.
Exactly. Right. And well, I mean, I did, but I'm a weird guy. But that whole area of the park can oftentimes be empty, other than maybe the restaurant, Moe's, right?
It's a pass through. I would say that the Twirl and Hurl probably gets more attention than the Simpsons ride at this point.
That's actually true. But honestly, I mean, when you look at it, there's so much opportunity for redevelopment. What's that big mythical thing that has the best restaurant of any theme park ever?
According to Theme Park Insider, it's the best restaurant in a theme park in Orlando.
Mythos, the greatest restaurant of all time.
I have to bring that up every show I can when I can get away with it. But anyway,
when you here, you actually become immortal.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Link. I feel like a Link could be happening over on that side.
There's a lot of space there. There's a lot of space there. I'm not sure. I'm not sure myself what's going to go into that space. The thing that I think, when you look at the fact that Epic right now is gaining attendance, gaining guests for Universal, well, Disney has 5-minute wait times and 10-minute wait times on classic attractions. This to me indicates that it's Universal that is gaining for Disney's loss, because people who are interested in the next big thing, of course, they're going to gravitate towards the new theme park that no one has ever been to. But when they go to that theme park and they realize that there is so much fun to be had inside of Epic Universe, that creates a very large problem for Disney, because Epic Universe is a blast. And they haven't even gone hard into the DreamWorks stuff. There is a How to Train Your Dragon land there, but it is a How to Train Your Dragon land. It's not a DreamWorks thing. If they decided to cultivate the rest of their IPs that have been dormant compared to Disney's, I've heard about people on Universal surveys that are they're being asked, what do you want in the parks? And they just say, do all the stuff that you did when Universal Studios Florida opened, but with current Universal creative. Jaws, King Kong, Back to the Future, Ghostbusters, all of these things that are not currently being pushed in your face the same way that all of Disney's old stuff is, that Disney can't seem to revive. Universal can retread old ground and still outdo Disney right now. And they've got an entire park that needs revival with Universal Studios Florida. So
yes, and I think with Universal, what you're starting to see is they are starting to lean back into some of those classics when it comes to merchandise. I think they're starting to see that maybe it was a mistake to get rid of Back to the Future, because there's Back to the Future merchandise everywhere. There's Jaws merchandise everywhere. Now, maybe it was a mistake to get rid of Jaws. It definitely was not a mistake to put Diagon Alley in there. But you maybe could have put Diagon Alley where the Fear Factor theater was, and keep Jaws.
Yeah, totally agree. Diagon Alley is the reason that Universal Studios Florida still gets as much attendance as it does right now.
Well, it's going to be an interesting thing to watch Disney be as low as we have ever seen it. I mean, I guess we can go back one more time for those who are not yet believing that we're telling you the truth. We have been telling you the truth. Folks, one more time, I'll put it up on the screen, this weight meter. And, you can say, well, Pro, you just happened to do it on a particular day. Vash, what is Vash doing back here? Does Vash want to come on for just a minute?
No, it's the same as it was yesterday. That's what I'll say about that weight meter.
Vash, what do you think, Vash, about this? People have said we're lying about how empty Disney is. It's a 0 today, and they're saying that they're going to raise prices. Tom Bricker is saying that Disney is likely to raise prices. What are they doing, Vash?
Yeah, I think they're taking advantage of the winter or fall seasons, right, when demand usually picks up. We've seen this, too, for a number of years now, actually. I think the Magic Key program originally debuted at Disneyland in August, and that area of time, I think it was 2021 was when the Magic Key program was debuted. Yes, I do believe it was. Anyway, they try to capitalize on the increased demand for that period of time. But again, it's like you get that tranche of increased demand. But the problem is that afterwards, especially right now with as many walls as they have, as many attractions that are actually down, as low as the crowds are right now, I would have to presume that early 2026 that would crest off in a big fashion.
It's going to go back up. But that said, it's empty right now.
It really is. It really is. So they're playing with this kind of price elasticity that they have, right? So they're going to capitalize on this increased demand, and then they're going to have to discount come January 2026. I think that's how this is going to go. I wouldn't necessarily employ that strategy. And here's the thing: we really don't know what the fall and winter seasons are going to bring this time around here. It could. I mean, I think the demand should go up, but how much? I'm not sure.
There'll be a lot of walls. Right. A lot of walls. And folks, we have come to the end yet again. Another video of excellence in the can. What a joy it has been to share time with you. We hope you enjoyed it as well. If so, consider clicking that like button. Share, subscribe, click it, stick it to the algorithms. It is the notification bell. And as always, drop a comment down below. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, so waste not yours. Join a community dialogue today, just on down below. Folks, we are going to say farewell for now, but we will see you back for is more, and that's how many videos we put out every single day here on the Pro Channel. Hope you enjoy them all. Until the next time, keep learning, keep growing, and as always, keep having fun. Jump into
the water! Why listen to music made by people and companies who really don't like you? Check out Vacation Radio today and prepare for all new content made by the people behind the WDW Pro channel. It's the place you need for all the music. That should be fun. Hundreds of songs, every genre you can imagine. Listen live on YouTube and enjoy a set list that's always sunny. It's Vacation Radio. What are you waiting for? Every WDW Pro video has a link to Vacation Radio in the video description. Try it out and subscribe today.